Well, very good evening and welcome to Volgograd in Bulgaria. We have action from the second round of qualifying for the FIBA World Cup in China in 2019. Bulgaria taking on France, and both teams hoping for a successful campaign. The French are in a great position after their excellent first round of qualifying. Bulgaria have a little more work to do given their position in this tournament at the moment. Just 2 wins from their 6 games, which means that they have it all to do. Remember, the top 3 from each group go through. So Bulgaria with a 2-4 record. France 6 wins out of 6 are in a great position and will be looking to strengthen their grip on this group as they start their second round away in Bulgaria. And just a reminder of how these groups were devised. This is Group K, which includes France and the 2 sides that qualified from their group, Group E, Russia and Bosnia-Herzegovina. And of course Bulgaria, who came from Group F, with Finland and the Czech Republic. Bulgaria just about scraping through in 3rd place in that group. 2-4 record for them. Their 2 wins came against Iceland, who finished bottom of that group and therefore didn't qualify for the second round. France with 6 wins out of 6. They got the better of Russia, Bosnia-Herzegovina and Belgium on 2 occasions. And in the second round of qualifying, they will take those points, as you saw from the table, through to the next round, through to this current second round, that is. And they will play the 3 sides from the other group. So France will play Czech Republic, Finland and Bulgaria home and away over the next few qualifying windows. And they really are just a couple of wins away from securing their place in the top 3 of this group. If you finish in the top 3 of this group, you qualify for the World Cup. It gets pretty simple from this point onwards. And Bulgaria, as I mentioned, have a little bit more to do with just 2 wins in the first round of qualifying. They will take on France twice, home and away, the Czech Republic and, of course, Russia. And just seeing the Bulgarian side in your pictures at the moment, being introduced to the home fans here. So in this window, Bulgaria, as well as playing France at home today, they will go to Russia on Thursday, on a Sunday, I should say, in the second game in this window. France, of course, after this trip to Bulgaria, will be at home in their second game on Sunday, which is against Finland. We'll have a look at the 2 rosters in just a couple of minutes' time. But first, we will have the 2 national anthems ahead of the start of this big qualifying game. Well, a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure on this Bulgarian side. Coming into this second round with just 2 wins on the board. They're going to have to perform well in their 6 games that remain as they look to qualify for the World Cup for the first time since 1959. It's the only World Cup they've ever played in. France have 7 World Cup appearances, finishing 3rd as recently as 2014. And of course, they were the 2013 Eurobasket winners, I should say. They beat Lithuania in the final. 38 Eurobasket appearances. And strong favourites to progress from this group. So here is the France roster. A number of players who have been vitally important to them over these qualifiers so far, the likes of Paul Lecomte in particular and Mustapha Fall. No more Boris Diaw, of course, he's retired, so no longer available to Vincent Collet, the coach, but it is still a very strong-looking squad as they look to maintain their 100% record. And here is that starting 5. Mustapha Fall, the big 7'2" centre, is in there along with Batum, Dekolo, Nua and Albisi in the starting 5 for the French team. Bulgaria will be up against it. They'll need some strong performances, in particular from one of their most promising players, a 23-year-old number 41, Alexander Vezenkov, who has been particularly impressive in qualifying. 16.8 points, 8.2 rebounds and 2 assists per game in qualifying. He played 5 of the 6 games in the first round, and he is in the starting 5, as you can see, along with Debost, Marinov, Pavel and Stanimir, both in that starting 5, and Dimitrov will be there as well to make up the numbers. And they'll be desperate for a strong start. There is Vezenkov, 23-year-old, who really has impressed. Dynamic young star of this Bulgarian side. A lot rests on his shoulders today, and indeed in the remaining qualifying games. Big test ahead for him and for Bulgaria against this French side, who are in such blistering form in that first round of qualifying. And of course was held between November of last year and July of this year. Big wins over Belgium and Bosnia-Herzegovina in their 2 opening games. They needed overtime to beat Russia back in February. That's the only time they've really been pushed all the way. Pretty comfortable wins elsewhere. Away in Bosnia, they won by 50 points, 102-52. They really did dominate that group. Russia winning 3, and Bosnia-Herzegovina winning 2, both of them qualifying. It was Belgium who missed out with just 1 win and 5 defeats. Here's your refereeing team, led by Dariusz Zapolski of Poland. We are just a few short moments away from getting started here in Bulgaria. Bulgaria hosting this first game between these two. They will meet again. 3rd of December. They will play in France. Venue still to be confirmed. There is Lubomir Minchev, the head coach of this Bulgarian side. Knows that there will be a real challenge ahead for his players today. Another win for France would really put them in command of this group. I saw the table a little bit earlier on. Czech Republic are the other side in a really strong position. A 5-1 record in the first round of qualifying. They were in Bulgaria's group, of course. Did lose 1 game. And Russia and Finland with 3 wins each. And Bulgaria and Bosnia-Herzegovina, the outsiders at this point, you would say, to make it through to the World Cup. But certainly not impossible. Just 1 win behind Russia in 3rd place. And one win behind Finland, of course, who are just outside that top three. No guarantees, not even for France. But you would expect them, along with the Czech Republic, to have enough to make it through. Vincent Collet will not want any complacency from his players, though. He'll expect big performances from the likes of Paul Lacombe and Mustafa Fall. Nanda De Colo averaging 15 points in the 2 games he played in the first round of qualifying. He is in the starting 5 today. And France will host Finland on Sunday, whereas Bulgaria will go to Russia. Another defeat here for the Bulgarians will make life very difficult. That game against Finland in particular for them will be huge, as will be against Bosnia-Herzegovina, I should say, will be a really big one, because those 2 teams, Bulgaria and Bosnia, down at the bottom of this group, you can pick up a couple of wins in the games against Bosnia-Herzegovina, then it becomes about trying to get things out of Finland and Russia, trying to catch those 2 teams. Played Finland already, of course, so it is just the Russians they will play. And hope that Finland slip up in their games, but we are pretty much ready to go. First of these European qualifiers in round 2, Bulgaria against France. And we are underway. Botvrgrad hosting this clash from Group K. France in the dark blue, Bulgaria in the white, and straight away the French looking for some points on the board. 3-point attempt missed on that occasion. Bulgaria looking to respond straight away, and the first points go to the home team. Marinov with the 2. And Bulgaria into the lead. And here is Nanda De Colo. Batum. Out to the side for the 3-point attempt. It's no good. And Bost moving it quickly. Bulgaria denied. Big block there. And Bulgaria do still have it. From the corner, it's no good. And Mustafa Fall claiming it easily. Brilliant block by Nicolas Batum to keep it at a 2-point lead for Bulgaria. They almost doubled their advantage, and now France have responded. And it's Nua who gets his first points of the evening to level it up. Marinov. It's Pavel Marinov wearing number 10. 23 is Stanimir Marinov. This is Bost, who goes for the long 3 and gets it. D. Bost with his first points, and Bulgaria open up a 3-point advantage. Strong start from the hosts. Could have been even better, but for the man with the ball in his hand at the moment, Batum. It's a terrific block. Abisi. Now Nua. Mustafa Fall. Can they stop the big man? They have been able to this time. And Pavel Marinov has it. A 3-point attempt once more. No good this time, though. Dimitrov unable to make it count. And here's De Colo. Puts it in off the glass. Cuts the deficit to 1. Bost now for Bulgaria. Pavel Marinov. Dimitrov. And Vezenkov trying to get into the game. He hasn't been able to so far. Vezenkov. And Marinov. It's a nice pass. Dimitrov with nowhere to go, but he lays it up for his teammate. And Vezenkov puts it away and gets his first points, and Bulgaria back to leading by 3. Albisi with the ball in hand. This is Batum. Into Mustafa Foul. Nua. Albisi. Time almost up. And they ran out of time. Nua couldn't get the shot away quickly enough. Andrew Albisi unable to get the shot away. Opted for the pass. There wasn't enough time for Amin Nua. Good defensive work there from the Bulgarians. Started well here. Narrow 3-point lead. Bost. This is Dimitrov. Oh, nice pass into Dimitrov, he throws it down. Stanimir Marinov with the assist. And Dimitrov with his first points of the evening. Lovely play for Bulgaria. Nikola Batum putting up the 3, drawing the foul. Pavel Marinov penalised. 3 free throws coming up here for the French. Makes the first one. Alain Kofi has been sent on by the French, wearing number 34, any picture there. Taking the place of Amin Nua. Excellent free throws from Batum, 3 out of 3. Nice pass inside. Oh, a lovely little reverse layup finish from Pavel Marinov. Doubles his tally for the night. Bulgaria into double digits. There's Nanda De Colo. Batum. De Colo. 3-point attempt. No good. And Vezenkov claiming the rebound. Boss moving it on quickly. And Dimitrov makes it count. Dimitar Dimitrov. 13-7. Kofi here for France. Loose ball gathered by the Bulgarians, and really has been a strong start from the hosts, who have increased their lead again. Dimitrov, the beneficiary of a quick long pass. It's the first timeout is called. Lovely steal there from Vezenkov. And an excellent pass from Stanimir Marinov, picking out Dimitrov, who did the rest. Easy as you like. The Bulgarians off to a promising start here. The midway point of this first quarter. They lead by 15 points to 7. It hasn't quite gone to plan so far for the French. Opening 5 minutes or so here belong to the hosts. Bulgaria lead by 8, 15-7. Dimitar Dimitrov leading the way with 6 points and a couple of assists. Really promising start from him. Batum puts up the 3 and gets it. Nicola Batum doubles his tally. 1 3-pointer and 3 free throws for him. Here is Bost for Bulgaria. And Marinov wasn't able to hold on to that there, Pavel Marinov. Dimitrov just putting a little too much on that. Lando Nicolo draws the foul. Nicolo. Pass inside, Bulgaria have done well again. Pavel Marinov going all the way, finishing well. Good strong play from Pavel Marinov. And he moves on to 6 points. Joint leader. Here's Nicolo. Takes it on here for France. Open 3 is good. Nicola Batum with his second 3-pointer. And he scored 9 of France's 13 points so far in this first quarter. Oh, loose pass, Albisi with the steal. And they could be in here, France. Nicolo with a layup, and that is goal interference, and 2 for the French. That was on its way in. France benefiting from the turnover there. There's Marinov to Dimitrov. D-Boss with a quick 3, gets it! His second 3. And Bulgaria open up that 5-point lead again. Here's Paul Lecomte. Batum. He's drawn the foul. Marinov again this time. This is the 3-point attempt from D. Boston. Just the speed with which he took that pass and released the ball. It's outstanding. And Pavel Marinov has been subbed out here. He's got 3 fouls already. Batum, another 3-point attempt. This time it's no good. And here is Bost. Bost for 3. And he misses as well. Both Batum and Bost missing for the first time. Comes to nothing for France. Pass was a little overcooked. Edwin Jackson unable to make the most of that. Bost, nice pass. Zenkov. 3-point attempt is good from Dimitrov. His first 3 of the night. Moves on to 9 points. It's an 8-point lead once again for Bulgaria, 23-15. It's just not quite happening for France at the moment. Heavy favourites in this group with an impeccable record in qualifying. The Bulgarians have been more than a match for them so far. Bost, Vezenkov. Bost again. Pass out to the corner, Vezenkov. Drawn the foul. I mean, Kofi has been penalised here. Vezenkov. Here's Bost. Bost again, three-point attempt, it's good, it's his third. And Bulgaria really are flying here. It's an 11-point lead. It's been an excellent first quarter from the hosts. Kahudi has it. The two-point attempt is good. Uncontested there. Bulgaria looking to respond quickly again. Jackson with his first 2 points. Here's Vezenkov! And he couldn't get it to go. Felt that he was impeded. Can't believe there was no foul called here. Batum may have got a little bit of that ball. Great defensive work from the French. Vezenkov was on his way to throwing that down and increasing Bulgaria's lead once again. Batum. Referee halting proceedings again here. And the foul there, Batum, from Alexander Yanev, and gives him another chance to go to the line. He's had 3 free throws so far, all of which were successful. And he's not missed that one either. Cody and Lacombe in conversation here. France really trying to re-establish their position in this game. So I give huge credit to the Bulgarians for where they've started. And here is Bost for Bulgaria. Abramov. Here's Vezenkov again. Time almost up on the shot clock. He wasn't able to make his shot in the end. Backed himself into a corner, really. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. France back to within 7. Lovely pass and well finished. Lacombe makes it count. His first points of the evening. And Bulgaria lead by just 5 now, and it could be even less. It is even less. 2 more on the board for Edwin Jackson. And from 11 points down, France moved to within 3, and they've won possession again. And they've very nearly tied the game on the buzzer. A really sloppy minute or so from Bulgaria. They'll be bitterly disappointed with that. And nearly paid the price again here. Lacombe with this opportunity to level it. Got the shot away in time, they couldn't make it drop. Otherwise we would have been looking at 26 apiece. Instead it's Bulgaria who lead, but now only by 3 points. 26 points to 23. So Bulgaria rather letting that impressive-looking lead slip towards the end of that first quarter. Things were looking very promising indeed for them. They are still ahead, but only by 3. A late surge from the French. Bulgaria looking to start the second quarter the way they started the first. 3-point attempt is missed though. And Batum has it for the visiting team. Lacombe. Now Batum. Jackson puts up the 3 and gets it. Edwin Jackson ties the game. And great effort from him. 7 points on the board now for Edwin Jackson. Nicolas Batum is leading the way. He's got 11. France are back to within, or back on level terms now, I should say, following that 3-pointer. We're down by 11 not long ago, and almost paying the price there for losing possession. Didyanev. Travelling called, and it's all just starting to unravel a little bit for Bulgaria. A little unfortunate there, Bost just slipping at the vital moment. Here's Lacombe. France take the lead. For the first time in the game, they will. An easy 2 for Edwin Jackson. Moves on to 9 points, 3 from 3 from the field for Jackson. Bulgaria now behind by 2. Can they reclaim the lead here? The 3-point attempt was no good. They made that 3-pointer through a D-Boss to go 26-15 up. They were really flying, and now Marinov has got his first points of the night in some style. And Lacombe, with the response, immediately gets 2 of his own to quieten this crowd down. Marinov has it again. Foul is called, but just a reminder of where we were with 2 minutes to go at the end of the first quarter. Less than 2 minutes to go. Minute 48 on the clock when D-Boss hit that 3-pointer to make it 26-15. Bulgaria then scored, France rather, then scored 13 points in a row without reply from Bulgaria to take a 2-point advantage, one which they have re-established here. Zenkov misses the 3. Rebound is claimed, and it's missed again. Big opportunity wasted once more by the Bulgarians. After such a promising start to this game, it is starting to go a little bit wrong for them. Zahariev unable to level it up, and Zahariev has drawn another foul here. Zenkov hasn't had the best of games so far. Been arguably their most consistent player in qualifying. He's just been replaced for now by Dimitrov, who's back on, and the 3-point attempt goes up, it's missed, and Cody claims the rebound. Jackson to Lacombe. Cody. Time running out, got his shot away. Wasn't tipped in. France lose possession. And they're on a 15-2 run at the moment, the French, as the timeout is called for the first time in the second quarter. Good recovery from France after a slow start. Bulgaria causing a few of their own problems, now down by 2.
Трябва да има екстра пас, вие топката няма задържите, вие задържа, няма да даде пас на екстра пас на Янев. Топката трябва да се движи. Казах ви, че трябва да се движи, защото иначе те са бързи и възстановяват добре.
Big moment there for Stanimir Marinov, his first 2 points of the game. The only 2 points that Bulgaria have managed to register in this second quarter so far. 26-15 they led in the first, with just a couple of minutes remaining, less than a couple of minutes remaining in that first quarter. France really took the game to them. Here's Marinov now going through on his own, gets the pass away, lovely pass too, and the finish wasn't quite there. Frustration for Zaerev. Bulgaria still unable to level things up here. Now it's Jackson for France. Foul is called. Drawn by Jackson. Stanimir Marinov unimpressed with the call. Batum has been brought in here, taking the place of Matthias Lessor. Here is Batum. Poirier. Lacombe. Still Lacombe. Poirier following up. Managed to get hold of it. Kept it alive. Lacombe. Great finish. Little reverse layup. As Bost drives forward. Pavel Marinov. Twisting and turning and drawing the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws here. Nicely done. A loose pass. Gives Bulgaria possession once again. And Marinov adding those 2 free throws to bring Bulgaria within 2 points of France once more. A little over 5 minutes left in the first half. Dimitrov. Pavel Marinov. Ran into trouble. And it's back with France again here. Nicolas Batum. Kick out is the verdict there by Georgiev. Batum was attempting the bounce pass through to Cowdy. And it's Poirier now. De Colo. A bit of miscommunication there from the French. We've had passages in this game where they've been truly outstanding, other passages where things really haven't clicked. Zahirev. Foul called again. It's De Colo this time. Zahirev. Oh, Bost has lost it. Great steal, Lacombe going all the way and punishes Bulgaria. Took it away from Bost, who's looking for Dimitrov here, and Bulgaria run it out of bounds. Again, Bulgaria paying the price for a little bit of complacency, a little bit of casual play from Bost, and Lacombe on it in a flash. And Bulgaria have responded well here. Zahirev with his first points of the evening. Keep this as a 2-point game. Batum has got it. Made that look easy. Nicolas Batum. He's having a good night so far. That's his number 5. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Batum. Bulgaria needs some points on the board, and they have that. Dimitrov gets his second 3. And the first Bulgarian into double figures. Turns this into a 1-point game. Cowdy re-establishes a 3-point advantage with his first points of the evening. The timeout is called, with France leading 38-35. This was an important moment here for Dimitar Dimitrov. 5 from 6 from the field, 3 assists, 12 points. Decent performance from him overall. Bulgaria still have plenty to do.
Колко точки сте получили до момента? Само един фаул имаме. И то на бой за атака с мен. Имаме само един мач вътре с 2 фаула. Приемем ли защитата? Трябва да има ясна защита. Няма сега караме на тек. 5 горе до края. Играем Резенков. Ти се спусти, той да се отвори. 5 горе се стига по бъде. Давай. Не дръжте на напад. Давай. Десен бонус. Поста Батум.
Well, France are ahead. They lead by 3. Bulgaria have done well just to stay in touch. But they had that horrible little spell at the end of the first quarter, which really has made all the difference. Eight quick points scored by France in the space of about a minute and a half. Take it from an 11-point game to a 3-point game. In the meantime, it is a chance for Pavel Marinov to increase his tally. Drew the foul from Cowdy. Makes just one of the two, moves on to 9 points. And we have a 2-point game. 3 minutes, 24 left in this first half. Jackson in for Kahudi. This is Albisi. He's been involved in every qualifying game for France so far in this tournament. Batum puts up the three. He's been successful from long range so far tonight, but not that time. Pavel Marinov attempting that bounce pass. Came to nothing, whistle has gone. Vezenkov, man penalised here. France have it. Up by 2, LBC in possession. The foul has been called against Poirier. A bit of tussling going on. It was De Colo, in fact, with the foul. Poirier was in the vicinity, but it was De Colo. Marinov puts up the 2, Dimitrov has it, and finished off eventually by Vezenkov. Pretty quiet so far tonight, but those 2 points are important. France are level. De Colo couldn't find a way through and draws the foul, much to the frustration of this Bulgarian crowd. They feel this is harsh. Dimitrov has been penalised. Couple of changes for France again. De Colo amongst those taken off. Mustafa Foul is back on. Oh, lovely play. Really well worked. And Lacombe into double figures. Good numbers for him, but Bulgaria respond quickly, and Bost with yet another 3-pointer, his 4th of the night. He's only dealing in 3s, and it's given Bulgaria a 1-point lead. But France respond. It's just the 2, but they are back in front through Jackson. Now Bost. Zariev has missed it. And Batum gets it away quickly. It's intercepted. Zariev again. Bulgaria do still have it. Dimitrov, lovely finish. The underarm layup. Dimitrov onto 14 points. 6 from 7 from the field, 4 from 4 when it comes to 2-point attempts. Bit of improvisation there. Slung it up brilliantly. Precision. And a really important moment in the game. Crucially putting Bulgaria back in front again, 43-42. Just one offensive rebound from the French, which says a lot about the way Bulgaria have performed in those kind of situations. They've been caught on the break a few times. And this last minute or so of the first half will be extremely interesting. Batum puts up the 2 and he's missed it. Bost with the rebound. Player has had a good night so far, 12 points for him. It's his 4th rebound of the game. 3-point attempts, just a little short. Lacombe gathers easily. Jackson, foul. And all the way from Batum, 2 more for him. He's having a good night as well. 15 points now. Top scorer in the game. And the 3 French players all on the court at the moment in double digits. Bost denied by foul. The big man with a big block. It's not easy to get past him. Great defense from Mustafa Foul. That is what he does. Bost in possession here. Less than 30 seconds to go. Bulgaria looking for more points on the board. They will get 2 more. And they are back in front again. Dimitrov eventually finishing the job. 45-44. Final play coming up here from the French. It's loose. And Bulgaria might be able to get away with this. Travelling is the call. A little more than a second remaining. Lessor. Player penalised. And the attempt on the buzzer wasn't too far away. Difficult one for Bost. But at the end of that first half, a fascinating first half, it is Bulgaria who lead, albeit only by a single point. They did lead by 11 at one stage before France started to come back. But a solid performance from the hosts in the second quarter has seen them just about stay in front. They lead by 1 at the break. Bulgaria 45, France 44. Well, it's been an excellent first half to watch. France very clinical with those 2-point attempts. 3 from 10 from long range. Bulgaria have been a little more free in shooting from distance. In terms of rebounds, it's certainly been Bulgaria who have come out on top despite some of the height and the power in the French team. Bulgarians have done well. 9-12 in terms of turnovers. France having more. 8 apiece in fouls. A lot of blocks from the French. Again, just an indication of the height in their side, but rebounding has been a real positive for Bulgaria in the first half. And they started really, really well. In that first quarter, they built up a huge lead. They were up by 11 at one stage, 26-15. With about a minute and 45 left in the first quarter. France then on a bit of a scoring rampage, scoring 8 points late on in that first quarter to make it a 3-point game at the end of the first. And then started the second quarter really brightly as well. But Bulgaria have come back really well from there. A few players in particular, Bost with 4 3-pointers in this game. Total of 12 points for him, 16 points for Dimitar Dimitrov. And Pavel Marinov making his contribution as well with 9 points in that first half. In terms of rebounds, Bost again with 4. He's got more than anybody else. They have only used 7 players in that first half, Bulgaria. So a lot of the numbers are reasonably impressive, you'd have to say. In terms of rebounds, 5 of those 7 players have managed 2 or more. In terms of assists, the most creative player has been Dimitrov. He's had a really good game. 3 assists, 2 rebounds and 16 points. And France have been impressive as well at times. 15 points for Nicolas Batum. 5 rebounds and 2 assists for him as well. Excellent first half from Batum. By far the standout player, you'd say, for the French. Others have made contributions as well. Jackson and Lecomte both into double figures in terms of points. But plenty to look forward to in the second half. Certainly worth coming back for in around about 10 minutes or so. Bulgaria leading by 1 at the end of the first half here in the second round of qualifying in Bulgaria. It is the hosts who lead France by 45 points to 44. Well, welcome back to Bulgaria. Halfway point of this qualifier from the second round. Group K fixture, this one, Bulgaria 45, France 44. The Bulgarians have led for the majority of the game, or certainly did in the early phase. 11 points clear at one stage, France coming back late in the first quarter and then holding a 2 to 4 point lead for a long period in the second before Bulgaria found a way to get themselves in front again. It's been fascinating to watch. If we get a similar second half to the first, we are in for a real treat and potentially a dramatic finish. The Bulgarians in particular might be a little disappointed that they're not further ahead given the start they had. They looked extremely impressive in the early stages, but it was just that little period at the end of the first quarter where France were able to reduce the deficit from 11 points to just 3, and they had a chance actually right on the buzzer to level it up at the end of the first quarter, which would have been disastrous for the Bulgarians. France edging the second quarter, but not quite enough to go into the second half in front, but it's so tight, 45 to 44. And Bulgaria actually finishing that second quarter the stronger of the two teams, so France will have to up their game a little bit. The start of this third quarter, the next few minutes are going to be absolutely vital. Remember Bulgaria's 2 victories in the first round of qualifying, both came against Iceland, who didn't make it through the first phase. Lost twice to the Czech Republic and to Finland. The 6 games they will play in this second phase will be against France, Russia and Bosnia-Herzegovina. Beating France would certainly give them a huge lift. It would be a significant step in the right direction. Yeah, joint bottom of this group going in to the second round of qualifying. We are nearly ready to get underway in this second half. Jackson amongst the players performing really well. Zenkov's been relatively quiet for Bulgaria. If they can get the most out of him in this second half, then they really have got a chance of causing what you'd have to consider an upset, even though Bulgaria, the home team. France with a 100% record coming into this game. They are only down by 1 and looking to change that straight away here. Foul is called and 2 free throws straight away for Lesor. Lesor missing the first one. He does make the second, so we have a tied game at the moment. Bulgaria 45, France 45. And Zariev penalised here, travelling. Lost control of the ball there for a moment. Not a great start to this second half, third quarter for the Bulgarians. A little bit sloppy at both ends of the court. Ball handling error from Zahariev after fouls conceded by Dimitrov earlier. Oh, and that is some shot. Just the 2, but it is 2 that gives France a 2-point lead. Here's Dimitrov again. Under pressure, got the pass away to Bost, who's good from range, and he's done it again. And Bulgaria back in front. 5 3-pointers for D. Bost. And he's been a big factor in Bulgaria's performance so far. Good work from Dimitrov as well. 16 points, 4 assists and 2 rebounds for Dimitrov as Jackson looks to respond. And here come Bulgaria once again. Another 3-point attempt. It's no good this time. Lesor winning an easy rebound. And here's Abisi. Batum into Lesor, who makes it. And gives France the lead again. A point clear. And the lead changing hands on a regular basis now. Bulgaria making their way forward, and it's missed by Vezenkov. Abisi. Abisi again. Batum. Into Lesor. The whistle had already gone. Turnover, which has frustrated the French. Marinov. Here's Bost. Still Bost. Oh, went all the way, but couldn't quite finish it. Now the French can come forward again with Lacombe. Jackson. Lesor. Foul called once more. So a point difference here. France opening up a 3-point lead there, courtesy of Batum. 17 points on the board now for him. This is a crucial period now for Bulgaria. And they have to be careful that France don't start to get away from them. Been a little bit sloppy at the start of this third quarter. But Bost goes for another 3. Not this time. Vezenkov unable to claim the rebound. It was a tricky one. And they are going to be able to keep the pressure up here. Stanimir Marinov going all alone. Oh, he got the pass away, and at the second attempt it's Vaklinov who puts it away for his first points. Stanimir Marinov was sent flying. It's a heavy fall. He has been replaced by Avramov. Abisi. Jackson. Lesor. Drawn the foul. Vaklinov has been penalised, and Lesor from the free throw line 1 out of 2 on his last trip, and he's missed the first one again. And he's missed both this time. That's a bonus for Bulgaria. Bost. Pavel Marinov. And the three-point attempt is good for Zenkov. Finally starting to make it happen. 5 three-point attempts. He'd missed all previous 4. And he's given Bulgaria the lead. They're up by 2. For how long? Not very long at all. France quick to respond through Lacombe with his first 3. And it's a 1-point lead again for the French. It is another foul as France call on Mustafa Foul once again. For Zenkov. Moving on to 7 points. But anything you can do, so can I, says Paul Lacombe. For Zenkov. Puts up the long 2s, missed it. And France have it again here. Batum. Batum again into Foul, who draws the foul from Marinov. It is the big man to go to the line here. 7'2", Mustafa Foul. Pavel Marinov with his 4th foul of the game. Bulgarian head coach Lubomir Minchev won't want to take any risks here. May need Marinov later in the game. Mustafa Foul makes his first free throw just about. He's missed the second one though, so it is still just a 2-point lead for the French. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Another foul has been called. Drawn by D. Bost. Here's Bost again. Goes for the 3. And he had been hitting them pretty regularly. He's missed the last couple. It's Lacombe. Foul. Batum. Long pass to Foul. The foul has been called here. Frustrating for Zenkov. Second of the game. Another chance for Mustafa Foul to go to the line. 1 from 2 in his last trip. He's missed another one. So there's 1 from 3 now. He's missed both this time. Initially, it looked as though the decision was going to go France's way there, correctly given in Bulgaria's favour. Stanimir Marinov back on court again. Turnover there, giving France possession once more. 2-point lead with under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Still not running away with it. Jackson misses. Foul. Climbing over the top of his opponent. And he is penalised this time. Doing his best to win that rebound. Just leaning over his opponent. Giant frame of Mustafa Fall. Still finely poised this game. Avramov to Bost. A missed effort there from Vezenkov. And given away, trying to keep that ball alive there, Bulgaria. Nando De Colo has it. The foul has been called. It's a slightly frustrating period of the game for the Bulgarians at the moment. Just can't seem to establish any control. Nando De Colo plays it up there, and the foul is called once more on Mustafa Fall. Draws the foul and will go to the line. Third time in this quarter, Mustafa Fall will be attempting free throws. He's made just 1 from 4. He was hoping for the three-point play there. It just wouldn't quite drop for him. Vaklinov it was with the foul. Again, only making 1 from 2. It's 2 from 6 from Mustafa Fall. Frustrating trips to the line for him in this third quarter. France lead by 3. It's not quite happening from the free throw line for Mustafa Fall. Now less than 3 minutes to go in the third here. Bulgaria trail by 3. Having led by 1 at the halfway stage. Led by 3 at the end of the first quarter. It's been a pretty tight game throughout as the three-point attempt goes up. It's no good though. And Lacombe is able to claim it. Bulgaria steal it back here. Stanislav Marinov has it again. Looking for a way through. Gets the pass out. Three-point attempt is good. And it ties the game. Avramov opens his account for the night with that three-pointer. And it's all tied up here. Batum. No good. Rebound claimed by Aframov. Cuts inside, goes all the way, couldn't quite finish. They've kept it alive though. Well, only briefly. Avramov lost it. Lacombe has it. Batum misses, and foul attempting the follow-up is penalised. Again, just leaning over the top of his opponent. And that foul means that it is an opportunity for the Bulgarians to take the lead. Vaklinov can put them in front here. This is the first one that and fails to take the opportunity to give the host the lead. Here's Decolo. Less than a minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Ball was loose there for a moment. Strong defensive work by Bulgaria. And Boss tidies it up. Here he is again, taking his time now. Avramov with a huge three, it's good! His second of the game. And Bulgaria back in front. They lead by 3. Less than a minute to go in the third. Big 45 seconds coming up. Here's Decolo. Bulgaria's defensive work throughout this game has been exceptional. Decolo going it alone, makes the 2 just in time. Shot clock had run right the way down. Decolo cuts the deficit to 1. 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Again, Bulgaria will look to use as much of this time as they can. De Bost puts it up, and one more attempt. It's no good. And France will have the chance maybe to snatch the lead, but it's fumbled. And the attempt on the buzzer from Bost is no good. And neither side making the most of those last 45 seconds or so. But Bulgaria go into the final quarter the same way they went into the start of the second half. Up by 1. It's going to be a close one this. 59-58, Bulgaria lead. Well, what a finish we're in for here. Just 1 10-minute period to play. France's efficiency not necessarily translating in terms of numbers on the scoreboard. And that has been down to some excellent defensive work from Bulgaria, just preventing France from having those opportunities. It has been a fascinating third quarter. Both sides registering just 14 points. The lowest scoring quarter from both teams. First one was 26-23 in Bulgaria's favour, second 21-19 in France's favour. 14 points apiece in the third quarter. It all comes down to the last 10-minute period. Bulgaria, who need the win more than France do. I think it's fair to say France are going to maintain that 100% record that they had going into this game. 6 wins out of 6 in the first round of qualifying. Bulgaria winning just twice, but victory here would certainly be significant. Would certainly give them a huge boost and increase their chances of making it through to the World Cup in 2019. Here's Bost, who's been one of the key men for the Bulgarians. Savramov, who's been crucial in the last few minutes. Certainly of that third quarter, hitting those 2 big threes, which has really helped to turn this in Bulgaria's favour. So little to choose between the two teams over the course of the game. Can France find that extra gear in the fourth quarter? This is Poirier. He puts it in. Vincent Poirier getting a couple of points on the board, his first points of the evening. A 1-point lead for the French now. I imagine the lead may well change hands a few times in the minutes that remain here. Bulgaria missing that opportunity though to get back in front. Here's De Colo. Over on the far side, Noor has lots of time, couldn't make it count. And the foul is called. Vaklinov penalised. His fourth foul. France have had the better start here at the critical stage of this second half, the start of the fourth quarter. Odissi, and the pass to Poirier, who throws it down. Easy, if you like, from France. Poirier with 4 points, all of which have come in the last minute or so. France have built up a 3-point lead. De Colo's foul, drawn by Marinov. Four points without reply so far from France in the fourth quarter. Avramov. Out to Bost in the corner. Odissi got over to him quickly that time. Bost still has it, twisting and turning and finishing. Bit of interference there. It's going to count for D. Bost, who has 17 points now, including 5 3-pointers. That was in, no question. Odissi claiming the foul. Officials not in agreement. 2 big points for Bulgaria. We have a 1-point game again. This is Poirier. He's made a nuisance of himself early on in this fourth quarter, but it's a turnover. Kaoudi unable to hold it. There is Bost. He's featured heavily in this game for Bulgaria. Oh, and there's the foul! It's a 3-point play possibility here for the Bulgarians. Avramov did brilliantly. The 28-year-old has had a big say in the second half. 8 points, an assist and 2 rebounds. Chance to make it 9 points here and make it a 2-point lead for the Bulgarians in the process, which he has done. Just over 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Again, the lead has changed hands. It's the hosts who are in front. Albissi here for France. Poirier. De Colo's there. Gets it to Albissi. Yet to open his account for the evening and still hasn't done so. Avramov. This is Bost. Bezenkov. Avramov again. And Marinov couldn't get it to go. Cody claiming the rebound for France. Nua, well, going all the way on his own. Nice little turn and finish there from Ami Nua. All tied up. 64 apiece. 7 minutes to go. Bost for three. He's missed that one. Foul is drawn here by Nanda De Colo. Bezenkov, the man penalised. Fourth foul for the big man. He's an important player for this side as well. Hasn't really perhaps produced the kind of performance that Bulgaria would have wanted from him. Plenty of others have stood up today to be counted. And that's an important rebound, his sixth of the game. 3 from 12 from the field, so shooting has been his problem over the course of this game. Still made an important contribution though, as has the man who's just gone for another three there, Avramov. Unsuccessful this time. Albissi. De Colo. Still De Colo. Couldn't get it to go. France still have it. Nua wrestles it free. Time almost up. Poirier has drawn the foul. So Avramov with the foul here. The timeout has been called. The score's tied at 64 apiece.
Играйте подобни, играйте постепенното нападение. Бех казал да изиграете едно, направете едно и след това се отворете с пикен поп срещу високия на той да изиграме. Изиграй са един пикен поп. 6 минути. Екстра пас. Аз направя ги бим. След това 3 долу.
Still so finely balanced here. Albissi. France looking to take the lead, and they have done. Well, that's an important couple of points on the board. France back in front again. Another change of hands as far as the lead is concerned. Avramov just been a little wayward with his attempts in the last couple of minutes. And Bulgaria has got very little time here on the shot clock. This needs to go straight away. Oh, it's superb. Great play. Lovely finish from Marinov. And Bulgaria tie it up again. Cody for three, it's no good. Poirier gets the rebound. De Colo. Oh, he's missed as well. How did that not go in? Vezenkov with an important rebound there. This is Stanimir Marinov. Avramov. Ran into trouble. Pavel Marinov. And the foul is called. Poirier colliding there with Marinov. That's nicely done. First one goes. Bulgaria in front again. 12 points for Marinov. 4 from 5 from the line. Can make it 5 from 6. It'll be a 2-point lead. Less than 5 minutes to go. Makes it count. A big challenge ahead here for both sides. What a big win it would be for Bulgaria. But it's still a big if at the moment. Batum has missed it. And France get the decision. It's an unpopular one. And Vezenkov. So the man has been penalised. It's his 4th foul. Thought he might have been on 4 already, but it is only 3 for him at the moment. Well, here's 4 now. Lacombe looking for an option here. And how about that from Vezenkov? And Bulgaria looking to make it count, and they will! Thrown down by Stanimir Marinov. 4-point lead for Bulgaria. Excelling at both ends of the court. Vezenkov with the block. And Marinov throwing it down. Here come France again, they've given it away. And can Bulgaria increase their lead? Dimitrov. It's been a big player for them. Marinov, good pass inside. Out to Avramov, and he's missed it. Well, that would have given Bulgaria a 7-point advantage. Would have been huge for the hosts here. Lacombe, Poirier, he's missed it. A relatively straightforward 2-point attempt. Vincent Poirier unable to cut the gap. Can Bulgaria increase their lead here and beat the group leaders? Dimitrov, bounce pass, finished! And Bulgaria do increase their advantage. And Vezenkov coming to the party at just the right time here. Calls for focus. It's a 6-point lead. It's a significant lead at this stage. Still over 3 minutes to play. Great follow and throw down from Stanimir Marinov. And this is Avramov, the little handoff here. And one Marinov couldn't get it to go, the other one did. Pavel denied, Stanimir delivered. And France have it all to do. little bit of concern on French faces at the moment. Big question here now for the Bulgarians is whether they can produce here their best basketball in the next 3 minutes or so. Pretty even in terms of points in the paint, as you can see. France just about inching it. Overall, it's the Bulgarians who've had a little bit better long-range shooting. France trail by 6. Time for cool heads here. Jackson goes for the 2, denied. Great defense again from the Bulgarians. Defensively outstanding, the hosts today. Foul has been called. Pavel Marinov with that block there. Significant turnover of possession. Dimitrov. Another score here for the Bulgarians will ease the pressure that they feel here. Marinov puts it up, can't get it to go. Vezenkov was desperately trying to win that rebound. Lacombe comes away with it in the end for France. Missed opportunity. Here's Lesor. And again, up against Dimitrov. Lesor into the corner, three-point attempt, no good, foul is called. 3 free throws to come for France. Pavel Marinov penalised again. So 3 free throws here for De Colo. Misses the first one. Makes the second. And De Colo 7 points now in the game. And he's got 2 out of 3. And it's a 4-point game here. 8 points for De Colo. Stanimir Marinov. Bost. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bost may go alone. We've got to get this shot away and quickly. Oh, just in time from Marinov. Stanimir Marinov again. Just 6 points in the game, but some big ones in these closing stages. De Colo for 3 in response. It's no good. Six-point lead remains intact. Little over 90 seconds to go. Bulgaria are on the home straight here. Vezenkov. One more score might be enough, especially if it's a 3. It's no good. France still have a lifeline. Batum, he goes for the 3. It's missed, it's loose, it's away. And time is ticking away from the French. Unbeaten in qualifying before tonight. 75 seconds away from defeat on the road in Bulgaria. France need points on the board, and they haven't got them. It wouldn't drop. Bost has it. Boss will keep it for as long as he can. Into the final minute here. Boss gets away. He wants the foul. Three-point attempt is no good. And a rebound claimed by Lessor. France need to move here. Three-point attempt is missed. It's loose. Lacombe. Time is against France here. Bulgaria steal it back and they're starting to celebrate. They are already celebrating. The job's not quite done, but they know. They know they are about to secure a huge win, a huge boost to their qualifying chances. How about that for an interception from Vezenkov? Highlighted as a key player before the game. That might be his biggest contribution of the night. Bost has missed the first free throw, but it might not matter. Still a 6-point lead, he can make it 7. And France will have 28 seconds to cut out that deficit, but they've won it back again. Boss for 3, no good. Vezenkov claiming it, and then unable to hold it. Here's De Colo. Batum for 3, no good. And Bulgaria are almost there. 2-4 record coming into the second round of qualifying. But they are about to post a huge win. The much fancied French, the unbeaten French team, are no more. Bulgaria win 74-68. A huge boost to their qualifying chances. France, with 6 out of 6 coming into this second phase of qualifying, have been stunned by the hosts. Celebrations can start. 6 points the difference, the final score here. Bulgaria 74, France 68. And France beaten for the first time. Bulgaria get their 3rd win, and one that many thought they wouldn't be capable of. Arguably their hardest, trickiest game in this second phase of qualifying. Certainly in terms of their home fixtures, they've still got to go to France, of course. But their hopes of qualifying have been given a big, big boost. Well, the celebration starting on the court here. There is a huge task still ahead of them. They knew that coming into this second phase of qualifying, given that they only beat Iceland twice in Group F, lost both games against the Czech Republic and Finland. They may have been just grateful to be at this stage of the qualification process. But that win tonight has changed the mentality, has changed the outlook, and it ends France's unbeaten run in qualifying. And you have to say they deserved it, Bulgaria. What a performance, a team performance. Different players producing at different stages. And quite rightly, milking every moment. The crowd enjoyed it, and the players are enjoying themselves out there now. Vezenkov certainly played his part. 9 points, 8 rebounds. We had a relatively quiet game, just came to life in the closing stages. Dimitar Dimitrov with a big contribution. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. D. Bost as well, 17 points, 5 3-pointers, 6 rebounds and 1 assist for him. Pavel Marinov as well, 13 points, 4 rebounds and an assist. Stanimir Marinov, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He really came to life in the closing stages. Made a huge difference. France had their performers in the squad. The likes of Batum in particular, 17 points for him, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Paul Lecomte, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. A big performance from him, but just wasn't quite enough from France. There were 1 or 2 moments in the match where it looked as though they might start to seize control, but Bulgaria defensively outstanding. And the celebrations will go on long into the night. Fans and players really enjoying what has been a wonderful evening of basketball in Bulgaria. The Botovgrad Arena has been treated to a great contest and a big, big win for Bulgaria. Just a reminder again what this means for the group. France now have not got their unbeaten record intact anymore. 6 wins out of 6 in the first phase of qualifying. They've suffered their first defeat. Bulgaria now have 3 wins, which is the same number as Russia and Finland, the 2 sides above them. Russia and Finland will play each other at some stage. And Bulgaria, as well as playing France away from home, will also have to face Russia and Bosnia-Herzegovina twice. They've given themselves a chance. This win, a huge boost to their hopes of making it through to the next phase, which is, of course, the World Cup itself in 2019. They've started the second round of qualifying with a huge win. They've beaten Bulgaria in some style. They've beaten France, I should say, in some style. Bulgaria winning this one in Botvograd. 74-68. Bulgaria have beaten France. And there is plenty more qualifying to come over the next few days, of course. Lots of games, not only in this group, but in the European qualifiers elsewhere. Finland playing Bosnia today, and Czech Republic taking on Russia. In 3 days' time, France play Finland, Russia play Bulgaria, and Bosnia-Herzegovina host the Czech Republic. That is what's coming up on Sunday. But for now, Bulgaria will revel in this victory. They have beaten France here at home in Botovgrad, 74-68. And Bulgaria have their first win in phase 2 of qualifying. Make sure you keep up to date with all the qualifying action over the next few days. Keep on watching the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, but from Botvograd in Bulgaria tonight, it is goodbye for now.